Hello everybody, Walters954 here, coming at you guys with the advent of code day 2 part 2. So we already finished up part 1, everything went smooth there. So in part 2, elves are trying to get some ribbon and also see how much ribbon you need to tie the bows. So to calculate the ribbons, let me make sure, you'll need the smallest perimeter of any face. I think that's just, yeah, that's just to get the ribbon. So to do that, you just look whatever you have, pick the two smallest ones, multiply them by 2, and then add them together. So 2 and 3 are the smallest ones. You do 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 3. I said multiplication because you could do it really quick that way as well. Anyways, to calculate the bow, you need the cubic volume, whatever that means. Just multiply all 3 of these together. So that's pretty much what I got out of it. I got the correct answers, so let's dive right into it. Okay. So I just took a skeleton from what we had before. The whole list is sorted, and I'm opening a new file, calling it dim2, and I'm setting total paper to 0. So we're still going to be using total paper to print out. Right now, you guys see if I run it, total paper is 0 for the second printout. So let's go ahead and get into this. First thing that I'm going to do is sort this list, because I haven't sorted it yet. And that should put everything in the correct order, just like last time, from smallest to biggest. So let's print it here. So you can see everything's in smallest to biggest. And let's go ahead and make some variables. So calc the bow. I'm pretty sure bow was just all of them multiplied together, which is why I could sort it earlier. If they were looking for it in a specific order and not doing multiplication just across the board, I could not have sorted it here. I would have had to have sorted it after they call for the smallest side. So to calculate the ribbon, it's going to be array at position 0, which is the first one, which say down here, which it would be 5 times 2 plus array at position 1. I don't know if I should call it positions or index, first, second. I'm gonna get that straight, don't worry. So that would be this one times 2, add those two together, and now all we need to do is increment our total paper by those two added up. Let's move the space here because I like separation, and let's run this. Let's take it with this print. And that looks like the correct answer. Alright, so just to make sure, let's print out what answer I got here, because I don't like to check that way. And they look to be the same. So alright guys, I actually do know of another way that I saw, because after I finish these I kind of go snooping around to see how other people completed it. So there are definitely a lot more ways that you can do it, and a lot smarter people at Python than me. But anyways, just a refresher for the calculation of the ribbon, all you're doing is taking the smallest of the three, the smallest two of the three, I guess you can say multiplying whichever one by 2 and then adding those together. So there is a min function, so let's go over the min function first. So the min function, it will just pick out I think it returns like the smallest 2 as far as I saw. So if you like pass it this, I guess we'll just do this out here really quickly. Let's run this. Alright, so this is looking for calc rib. Let's just destroy this for right now. See if this will run. So yes, it returned this min function, calc rib returned 1 here to be the smallest one out of all of these. So I know there's a way to return multiple ones, but I'm not sure, because this is the whole premise behind doing it a different way. So that did multiplication by 2. I don't know, let's give it a try, because I do remember seeing the min function being used. So we're gonna do length plus the width. Or actually, I see how they did this now. So they're adding them together and then multiplying them by 2. So it's taking the smallest of each of them. Ah, that's really smart. It's adding all of these together, whichever one's the smallest, multiplying it by 2. See, these guys are professionals. And then let me run this to see we get that is the same correct answer. So anyways, you can use the min function. They did it a really clever way by adding up all the length and the widths and the height, seeing whichever one is the smallest one, and then multiplying that by 2. So super clever way of doing it. I should look up that person, give them credit for showing me it this way, but going to be trying to introduce a couple more functions and things like that into my vids. So let me know what you guys think. Going to be running through a few more of these before I get to the main project, the first project that I'm going to be working on. So do stay tuned and be sure to subscribe.